Welcome back, everybody. We are going over my Spawn comics. Well, at least some of them. These are the big hitters that I have. We have, of course, all the CGC rated. I have almost 1 through 10. I'm going to go through the first 10 here that I have. Of course, number 10 is not number 10. This is actually issue number 300. This is kind of a I don't know. Todd McFarlane did the Spider-Man cover that looks just like this. I believe it was Spider-Man issue 300. And of course he's making, his Spawn look like Spider-Man, because you can definitely tell that he took some inspiration from all those years of drawing Spider-Man to create Spawn. That's number 300. We have number 9 here. CGC. This is a 9.6. This one was kind of a tricky one to come across, especially for a decent price at a high grade. I mean, really cool art. I mean, it almost seems a little different than his usual, art style. Like he went with really straight, stiff lines. It looks like, I don't know, maybe he was trying to do something a little different with this one. We have number 8. Now, number 8, this is such a cool cover. I want to say that this might be a recreation from another Spider-Man comic that he did. But this is almost like, one of those nice covers to where it's like, this could be an issue number 1 type of cover. But it's issue number 8. And this one is a 9.8 CGC rated. This is number 7. This is where we get to see the Al Simmons come out and Spawn. Because Al Simmons, he was like a hitman, all the artillery. This is definitely his kind of style coming through. Really cool cover. 9.8 on that one. Number 6. I forget what this guy's name is. I used to have the action figure. I forget what it is. But it's an okay cover. This isn't my favorite. Got Spawn down there looking like he just got, just got his ass handed to him. But it's okay. 9.8 CGC on that one. Number 5. This one's a really cool cover. This is one of my favorites. Number 1, I would say 1, 2, 5, and 8 are probably my favorite Spawn covers. Really cool. Kind of a little bit of a Batman vibe with this one. A little mix of Spider-Man and Batman. That one is a 9.8. By the way, if you guys see anything you like on here, everything has a price. So it's always up for sale. We've got a 9.8 CGC on this one. Number 4, Violator. This is who the clown character turns into. If you were not familiar with Spawn, but maybe you've seen the movie. Moving on. Number 3. This is pretty cool. Classic Spawn chilling on a church. Todd McFarlane definitely likes to draw Spawn sitting on top of church peaks. It's a cool, aesthetic. Of course, all of his crazy detail to his capes. I love the way he draws the cape for Spawn. Number 2. 9.8. Roaming Through the Graveyard. I love this cover. I love the colors, the vibe. It's really cool. Definitely one of my favorite covers. 9.8. And then, of course, last but not least, Numero Uno. Now, I do not have it in a 9.8. I will soon. But for now, a 9.6 will do just fine. Because this one right here is the Spawn comic that's going to cost you the most. If you're lucky enough, you can come across one that is signed. But you're looking at anywhere upwards of $300 easy for a signed copy. But that is my main 10 Spawn. Let me show you a couple other ones that I have real quick. Okay, so I only let myself go as far as to collect the first 30 Spawn comics because there is so many Spawn comics. I just don't have room to collect all that right now. So I made myself quit at 30. But here is number 30. These are not CGC, these are just loose, but they are near mint. Very nice quality. I got a lot of these from the little comic book store in Gettysburg. 30, 29. I have not read all of the Spawn comics, but I love the art. 28, this one's a really cool one. Again, letting some of that L. Simmons out. 27, this one's pretty cool. Kind of have some Predator blood going on. Really nice and simple. 26, I don't know what he, where he got himself, but I don't know, it looks like a swamp or something. 25, this one's really cool. Yeah, you get kind of the mangled face without the mask. Really cool cover. 24, kind of, you know, your basic, you know, this is a Spawn comic. Sorry, I just smacked my light over here. Really cool cover here. I mean, the detail he goes into on some of these covers, just amazing. 22. This one's a really cool. This one, Todd McFarlane, I feel like he likes this cover a lot. It just looks like one of those that would make a perfect poster on a wall. Let's go to 21. Very simple, basic. Not very much. He must have been running out of ideas this week. This one introduces a character. I'm not sure who he is, but I believe this cover is drawn by a different artist, not Todd McFarlane. I mean, you could probably tell just by looking at it. This one's cool. The burning hellfire. Very Ghost Rider-ish looking. That's a cool cover. 18, another graveyard type of, got the whole graveyard vibe going on. The imagery, all the bats in the background. I don't know what pissed him off in this one, but he's holding somebody's skull. Number 17, it looks like he's in a sewer or something. Kind of looks like he's got a little bit of that blue magic from the guy a couple issues ago that we seen. Crazy. Yeah, this one just looks like it was fun. I don't know, this one looks like it might have been drawn by somebody else too. I'm not sure whose mark that is. If you guys know, let me know in the comments. As far as I knew, I thought Todd McFarlane did all of his covers, but you know, that's a Todd McFarlane stamp there. Got Violator's head. It looks like he's the medieval Spawn in this one. I know I used to have the action figure. Cool Violator cover. This was the, I don't know, maybe we'll run into a couple as we go, but this, I believe, was the only other real Violator cover that I remember seeing. But then again, this is only the, you know, top 30. Cool Spawn, you know, behind there. Don't know who that guy is. I don't know. It doesn't look like a super interesting one, but this one's cool, simple, clean. Just working off of the, you know, Spawn logo. A little bit of a Punisher vibe on that one. Apparently getting into a fight with some military guys. His cape looks a little funky on that one. Almost looks like a full like leotard or something. That's 11. Oh, I've got a number 4. But yeah, so what? That was 11. Yeah, I'm missing number 10, but that one's going to be a CGC rated when I get it. Or CGC graded. I don't know why I always say rated. Yeah, the cool Violator number 4, and then I have another number 2. Just loose near mint. Again, if you guys want to purchase any of these, just hit me up in the comments. But I have a couple more Todd McFarlane comics here that I want to show you guys. I forgot I had this one, 9.6 Spawn black and white variant, issue number 300. So like the Spider-Man inspired one that I just got done showing you where it has the 300s all over the place. This was a different one that got released. I don't know if it was like a, you can color it if you want. I don't know why you would. I wouldn't ruin something like that. But you guys may remember Todd McFarlane used to be the Marvel artist for Spider-Man. Clearly you can see a lot of the Spawn, type of look. I believe he did a Spawn cover that looks just like this. This might be the cover that the number 5 looks like, the Spawn number 5, maybe. But this is Spider-Man number 1, 9.6 grade. Then I also have Spider-Man number 2. That one's a 9.8. Got the Lizard King in that one. The Lust of the Lizard. Yeah, you can see Todd McFarlane's just always had that style. You can definitely see the Violator inspiration in the lizard head. Looks a little bit like Violator. Let's go ahead and take a look at a couple more Spider-Man comics that I have from Todd McFarlane. Now this here was a 5-issue run. As you can see, part 1 of 5. This is when Spider-Man has a little bit of a run-in and winds up befriending Wolverine. So this is Todd McFarlane. Really cool. Definitely tell it's his style. It's got a stamp. This is number 2. We've got the brown Wolverine. The brown and tan. Pretty cool little cover. You can definitely tell it was the, super early 90s, late 80s. I forget when exactly Todd McFarlane was the artist, but he did a lot of the good Spider-Man covers. This is the part 3. This one's really cool. I like this with all the dark shading. It makes Wolverine and Spider-Man both pop. I'm going to have to read this series. It looks pretty cool. We have part 4. This one is Wolverine and the Wendigo. Oh, that's probably who that was, huh? The Wendigo. Part 4. Looks pretty sweet. Wolverine. Got that classic stance. And then part 5. That's a cover right there. That's a good Spider-Man and Wolverine cover. He really went out with a bang on that one. Really cool. This would make a good poster. Really nice. And let's go ahead and take a look at a couple Spider-Man related comics that I have. Not by Todd McFarlane, but I think you guys will like these. As you see for this, I am talking about Venom. This is one of the coolest characters to ever exist. And this was part of a 6-issue, I don't know what you want to call it, little series. But it's a really cool cover. It's all metallic, reflective. It's kind of hard to do it justice with this crazy lighting I have going on in here. But it's really cool, metallic red. You can kind of see it a little bit more right there if I mess with the light. Yeah, you can see how it's reflecting spider webs back there. Really cool. This is issue number 1. It's a 9.6, as you can see. And then I have the complete 6-part series, or stretch of issues. I don't know what you want to call it. But I have another near mint Venom number 1. We have issue number 2, guest starring Spider-Man, part 2 of 6. Now, I'm not sure who the artist was, but, I mean, who doesn't like Venom? We got part 3. It's got to be Scorpion right there that he's smashing the head of. Yeah, I've never read the series either, man. I've got to do some reading. Part 4, we get to see some of the other symbiotes. Very cool cover. Part 5. Another cool, poster type of art. This would be cool hanging on your wall. And then, of course, part 6. The Lethal Protector. The chilling conclusion. Oh, man, the way they used to sell it back then. Yeah, very cool. I love the Venom comics. Very cool character. I mean, Spider-Man is such an amazing character. Probably my favorite Marvel character ever. And then to have just as cool of a villain. I mean, I think, anyways, between him, Carnage, the symbiotes in general. I mean, Spider-Man, the Spider-Man world or universe has it all. Anything you could like, they have it. But all right, that's going to do it for this video, you guys. I think I've kept you around long enough. Those are just some of the Spawn comics and Todd McFarlane that I've collected, over the years. I'm sure I'll come across more. But just like always, until the next one, you guys, later.